Hey guys, it's me Narelle here and welcome back to a new video. This video is all going to be on my character Nick because I did a new poll on my discussion tab which pretty much stated out of these four characters, which one would you like to know about the most? And Nick won by 44% and I'm actually over the moon because I don't talk about this character a lot and I know I could have just made a video like this, but I want to interact with you guys a lot more. So just seeing that you guys want to know more about him makes me so happy. So Nick. So his real name is actually Nicholas Rivera, but he goes by Nick, not by a personal preference, but you know, everyone just calls him that. So it just kind of stuck with him, but he won't be mad if you call him Nicholas. It's just that's just how it is. He's actually 23 years old. He's an old boy. He's a full-blooded Italian male, and his sexuality is pansexual. I actually sat down and prepared what I wanted to write for this video, script-wise, and I just came to the conclusion that I didn't know as much as I wanted to know about him as a character, and I think it's perfectly fine to admit that you don't know your characters out in the open, because you just can't sit there and be like, oh my gosh, how am I going to flush them out? You just gotta openly say, I can't flush them out because I don't know them as a person. So I kind of went back and took all the knowledge I knew about Nick and just brought it to the forefront, and I never really gave him a sexuality, because with my characters personally, I kind of don't care about that type of thing. I just kind of, you know, go with the flow. But with Nick's background, I feel like pansexuality fits him the most, because I feel like he's just open to love. He doesn't care who or what it comes from. He's just open to whoever he loves, and that's that. So yeah, so getting into his backstory, as a child, Nick was always energetic. He was that typical boy that loved to play fight, that loved to watch action movies. He just liked being in the action, if I could say that. When he grew up, he hung around the wrong crowd that your parents think your friends are, but you're just like, mother, they're totally not bad people that you think they are. So that was his group of friends. Nick actually has a older sister named Nicole, and he was super close to her and she was super close to him. So they kind of acted like twins in a way, but they were not twins. As he grew older, Nick's older sister Nicole got very famous as a rap artist. She loved rap music, so she was never home for a majority of his high school life, and he understood that, but he kept in contact with her through text messages, letters, all that good stuff, so he could still be in contact with the person he loved the most. So getting near the end of his high school life, Nick's parents really didn't agree with how he was living his life, because like his sister, they wanted him to have bigger goals. They wanted him to think about his future instead of wasting it away doing things in which they're just like, you shouldn't be doing. So in the end, he ended up being kicked out of his own house and kicked out of his family, because his parents did not want to have a kid to give a negative view of how they actually were as a family. They just saw him as something that they didn't need, so they got rid of him, which is very sad. Your family should not do that or treat you that way. And yes, it did hurt Nick a lot, because as much as his parents didn't support him growing up, he still kind of wished the love was there. So given that his sister was away and his family didn't want him anymore, he just kind of felt left out as a person. So over the couple of years, he kind of had to adjust to life himself, and he did really well with that. So he does end up meeting Aiko, which actually is very prominent in his life. And he meets her when she gets her heart broken by Akise, and he kind of teaches her the advice he would have loved when he was a kid, which is to love yourself regardless of what other people think of you. So I think that mainly got him attached to her. He kind of felt like, I have to protect this girl because I wasn't protected at all growing up. So as you know, him and Aiko don't meet for a long time. And in Aiko's story, which if you vote for her, you'll know all the details about that. Him and Aiko do meet again when she's 17. And from then on out, they were close ever since because he treats Aiko like a precious little sister to him, even though he does not show how he feels about her. He internally is there, his love is there, and he will not let nobody hurt her just like he was hurt. So that's pretty much Nick's backstory. The thing that isn't a spoiler in a sense because you learn it in Rohei's story, Nick's sister, Nicole, actually commits suicide. Reasons you'll find out in Rohei's story, but she does kill herself, and that is a big shock for him because he was super close to her and he never really got to talk to her as much as an adult. So yeah, that was really tough for him. But again, Aiko was there for him when he found the news out, and yeah, so that's pretty much it for Nick. I don't really have much to say about him other than that because he isn't a main character in the stories he's in, but he's a side character that you should not unnoticed. You should totally pay attention to him because he is a pivotal role in the places he's at. So yeah, I don't know why I'm getting so emotional. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm getting so emotional over him, but it just, I don't know, something about him just kind of makes me feel sad. But again, I don't know, I just kind of wish life was better for him. And if he was to meet his family again, he probably wouldn't forgive him. And he's like, I did so well by myself. Why would I need my parents again when all they did was demean me and not support me? So if I did this well, I could do even better without them. So that's Nick. This is a character you guys wanted to know about. As for the drawing, I drew him in his younger form because I feel like him as a youngin is what really speaks of who he is. So if you guys want to see how he looks actually in the present day, I will try to link a drawing of him that may be cringy. I'm sorry, but that's how he looks. But again, Nick is very much so prominent in his young life. But anyways, that's that, and I colored this with my Ohuhu markers because I love those markers a lot. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. Give it a like if you liked it, and comment down what you think of Nick as a character, and comment down what characters you would like to see in the next poll, because maybe I'll include them, because I always pick random ones. But if a couple of characters get suggested and a lot of them are suggested by more than one person, I will put them in a poll, and then you guys can go ham with whoever you want for the next one. But again, this is going to be once a month. I'm not going to do it all the time, so I just don't want it to get old real fast. I want to keep it fresh so you guys can look forward to a video learning about one of my characters. So yeah, I'm going to try to be a better OC mama this year, and hopefully you guys will be more closer to these characters in which I don't speak of that much anymore. So yeah, that's it for me. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video, and hopefully you will see Nick in a lot more pages in my sketchbook. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and the lesson at the end of this video is to love yourself regardless. If no one likes who you are, you should love who you are and speak yourself to the world, because you matter, guys.